Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to the Tuesday Night Flex and KG show. We've got loads to get through, but KG, hit the button.
Let's go.
Yes, let's go. We've got loads to get through. What a day it's been for breaking Manchester United news.
What a day.
Social media going crazy. We are going to be talking about Paul Pogba, Sancho, and Varane. You guys can see it there in the title. And at the top of the show, we're going to be talking about the Pepsi advert, the subliminals, the hidden messages, or maybe nothing, from the Paul Pogba social media post to do with Sancho. They're in a Pepsi advert. Could we see Paul Pogba and Sancho at Man United? On top of that, the reports that a lot of journalists as well, a lot of the club journalists are reporting that Paul Pogba is looking like staying at Man United, which is very crazy in itself. We're going to talk about Raphael Varane. We're going to talk about Real Madrid basically not matching his expectancy of the wages. There's a big gap in what they're offering him. He's going into his last year. And the reports are from various outlets in Spain, various outlets here, credible sources, that Manchester United are going to look to capitalize on that situation. And Madrid are looking at it like they're going, you know what? Let's just cash in now. And they're looking like they're going to accept less than 100 million euros as well. So we're going to talk about that. I want to talk about some comments from Andy Cole as well that I saw from the Mirror today, that basically Andy Cole is kind of discussing Solskjaer's tactics. You know, we saw the fallout from that 0-0 Borefest against Chelsea and how we're setting up in general against the top six teams. So we're going to talk about that as well, plus some other topical stuff to do with some of our loanees. I saw some reports that Lazio will not be looking to pay 25 M's for Andreas, so we need to take him back. Phil Jones injured again. Dallow's out on loan. So we're going to be talking about that towards the back end. But let's go straight in at the top with where it's all going on. Social media meltdown, KG, right?
Yeah.
Social media meltdown. Paul Pogba does an advert with Jadon Sancho for Pepsi and says, finally, we're on the same team.
Yeah. It's a very cheeky, you start to ask yourself, are they trolling or is there something happening in the background? You have to ask them kind of questions. Do you remember the advert where Griezmann was getting a phone call? Do you remember that one?
Griezmann was Mourinho that was calling. He put the phone down,
He put the phone
he wasn't coming to United.
No, but I think obviously that deal was going one way and then there was a U-turn somewhere.
Well, he stayed, because he stayed in the end.
Yeah, but there was something happening, then it was wild. There was a quick turn and it was like, oh. Now, because what we talking about? We talking about Sancho first, or we talking about Pogba staying and being here?
Let's go with the Pogba staying and being here, because I feel that ties in with not only that post, but a lot of the media outlets were reporting that actually they're kind of expecting him to stay now and sign a deal.
This is so. Remember, Mino Raiola comes out a few days ago and says, "My thoughts. These were my thoughts. This is my thoughts. I was saying what I wanted to say. Pogba might have a different decision." Do you remember that? That came out.
He was like, "I'm not really speaking for him. He's like, I can't stop what they think."
So what I believe has happened is I believe that they started talking early. There was conversations happening because I think it was after we got rid of Sanchez, there was talks of Pogba getting a new contract, being offered a bumper deal on like 300 to be one of the highest earners at the club. That was muted. Then it got real quiet. Yeah. Then I believe, and even there was even sounds of things going well in terms of the negotiation. And from nowhere, we had that Champions League announcement. It was like Pogba, he can go here, he can go here, he can go here. That is an issue, I believe. But there's another issue that's happening is there's like a fire sale on all of Raiola's clients. Donnarumma is there's a signing fee there. So you got Donnarumma and I know that's free. Chelsea are monitoring the situation. Haaland, Pogba, and I think there's another client in there. But there's this, basically he's thinking, how is this money really gonna get around? And can I get all I need? Because Haaland is the top commodity right now.
Doesn't he have Lukaku as well?
No, Lukaku signed to Jay-Z's.
He's a Rock Nation.
Yeah.
With Rashford, cool.
With Rashford, yeah. So it's hard because he's saying to himself, what you lot have been arguing as well. Can we get the money for Pogba? Is probably an argument that he's saying. He's saying, can I get in this market right now with everything that I want to sell? and I don't sell at a low cost, I sell at a premium. Yeah. Can I get the money for them? Is it more safer for myself to say, you know what, Pogba, sign the thing, bruv. Sign a new contract because I can still get you sold. Even though, like, I can. So now you sign a new contract. It's a bumper deal. Let's say you sign a 3 years extension. 3-year extension can still say, well, you can get maximum money for him. I can still try to sell him. There's gonna, like, everyone is looked after right now. Is that happening? And I think that, in a sense, that makes more sense to me than anything. He signs a long-term deal, not just to stay, but then Man United still get paid. It's good business, you know. And then he can, let's say he moves on Haaland this year. If Haaland goes to like a Real Madrid and Pogba can come the year after, well done to Raiola, you know. Again, this market is. It's a very tense market this season. You know what I mean? This season is going to be...
It's still not quite right, is it? It's still not, like, the COVID situation has been there for a full-on year now and was there for most of the back end of last season and all of this season. So if last year's transfer window was dodgy in terms of the fees, then what's it going to be after a whole season with no fans and no money? You're right. The market's crazy.
Because I heard in the NBA, their agents, the super agents, are colluding with each other, and even in the NFL as well, colluding to make sure they keep the market
get the price
the way
up,
it needs to be, keep the price up to say the right things at the right time and to throw these things out. Because if, let's say, you keep hearing these lot look willing to spend 80 million, 90 million, you start to think that's the standard. You know, it gets to the point, well, they're going to do it. And if all agents are saying the same thing, probably get Fabrizio in there to kind of say the same message as well. Clubs will now go to whatever song that the agents are playing. But
would he be staying for the right reason? If Paul Pogba signs a thing, right? Are you sold? And this ain't me questioning his loyalty or anything. I'm just asking a question. This is to you guys in the 3-6 as well. Big up yourself at home as well. We get your super chats read out. We get all your comments read out as well. Big up to you guys. If Paul Pogba stays, a question to you guys and KG, if Paul Pogba signs this thing, would it be because the market just can't generate the right money for him on a personal with his salary and Man United as well not being able to get what they want? You spoke about he's still going to go for 90 million, and we were saying, come on, man, it's in this climate, 1 year left, 60, whatever you want to call it. Would he be staying for the right reasons?
Well, I don't. That's a good question. But I actually think he's a professional. So wherever he is, he's gonna play. He's gonna put in a. Here you go. I can't lie. When I saw Pogba's caption on the Pepsi Instagram post, I didn't want to. I tried to keep it in, but I was gassed. Nah,
Big up Joshua. Big up Joshua.
Josh, I understand how you was feeling in that moment. I try to I always take everything with a pinch of salt with Pogba. If he stays, we need him. The fundamental thing of this is, we've seen with Pogba being out of the team, and we had him in form. You know, there's going to be games where Bruno's going to take the evening off. And when I say evening off, he's like, he doesn't need to have all of the pressure just on him. We need other big game players. Pogba is really important for the team. So a part of me would like him to sign the contract, irregardless of if he's doing it for the right thing, because the one thing we can say is he is a professional. When Arsenal, the situation with Koscielny, he didn't turn up. He didn't get on the plane. He didn't. Remember, everyone was like, is Pogba going to get on the plane? He got on the plane. You know, so Pogba will give 100% while he's wearing a Man United shirt. There's times when he's been injected to play, painkillers. He's done things to play. He's
committed when he plays.
He's committed. When he's here, he's committed. You know, when he's gone, it is what it is. But again, one of the worries that I have is I don't want to see Pogba go, because the same way, like, I'm getting Man United fans that are atting me now, telling me, have we made a mistake letting Lukaku go? I don't want to hear that. I keep telling them, I don't want to hear that, because when he was here, we weren't saying this, and now everyone's like, do we let him go for cheap?
And if the player wants to go, we got
what happens is we try to go back on history and forget what was going on, how we acted towards him, how everything was. Now it's like, Ollie flopped by selling him. And again, I get called the Ollie apologist, yeah, of the highest level. I'm just being real, you know. I saw a comment because I was watching Mark's show earlier, and someone said Pogba's gonna be the big signing by Ed Woodward, and no one else is coming. And I said, raw.
Could that are we entering into that?
That is a strong possibility that we roll out Pogba as a brand new, because you know we like how this club likes to behave.
Yeah,
they give us things that we already have and tell us it's new. Ahmad Traore is the perfect. Javan, I can't remember his name because I probably saw it. Javan, I saw it in the comments. I went to the free seats and I just saw people like putting messages and it said Pogba's going to be rolled out as a brand new signing. And
unless he can play centre back this time,
a lot of us will be happy to see him here. But you think to yourself, Pogba with when we talk about the next player, Pogba Varane, that's better.
Okay, we'll get
Pogba
there.
Varane,
yeah,
that is like, I'm not angry. I'm not incredibly angry with that.
Okay, you know, Oliver's H says the only way that Pogba signs a long-term contract is if he sees that Man United buy elite players. I think it's possible because you can get Sancho and Varane for 60 million each. We can get a CDM like Bissouma. Wishful thinking there, but interesting that you're saying if you start to build that squad and show Paul Pogba that actually we're kicking on, he might stay.
That's not happening. I think he's going to get paid. There must be an agreement between.
Who's going to get a big pay rise? Of course, you'll get
a big pay rise, but then there's still a chance to move. Like if the big club comes in,
then you let me go. Blessing.
You know, you give me your blessing, you let me go. Everyone's happy because I've signed on a long-term deal, so you're not getting shafted. You can still get what I'm really worth, which is in the hundreds. You know what I mean? If I'm on a long-term deal, I go for nothing less than what I was talking about before. You know, I go for big money. So I think there's an agreement with the club, Mino, and Pogba. Don't be surprised if Pogba is not touted to leave even next season. Well, as fans, we just have to accept that this Pogba show, we're not in control of what happens with Pogba's destiny. It's gonna be he's here until he's not.
Yeah, and we know that it's in the pipeline, isn't it? We know that it's in the pipeline. Michael says, if Pogba signs a new contract, it'll be because no one wants him. And if the market recovers next season with fans back, we all know he'll try to go. And that's an interesting point there. I will get back to that.
I don't think no one. I don't think no one wants him. I think some other clubs have other. There's other things that they need to fix first. There's other more important things. Like if you look at our club. Would you say that a defensive midfielder is the main thing that we need? Or is there other areas where we say we need to...
We've got to get the centre-backs numero uno.
There you go, centre-backs numero uno. When you look at Real Madrid, Benzema, they haven't... In their heads, they're like, we do need a out-and-out super striker. That's what we need. Especially with Barcelona on the wane. You say to yourself, well, it's us and Atletico. We should really blow them out of the water. Like we can fix this thing and say we can win the La Liga until Barcelona are ready to really rebuild.
They've got Modric and Cruz getting on the other side of 30s, you know, pluses.
And then they can still, don't you think in that league,
Pogba's perfect for them. Pogba's perfect for Real Madrid. In their terms, but like you said, the money. Yeah, they just not gonna be able to do it. I just can't see them being able to do it.
Exactly, because you think you want to buy a striker first.
Exactly,
and you can say to yourself, I can trust Modric and Cruz one more season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if not, I can still, because I was playing with this thoughts. You know I was in Tesco today. When I'm serious like this, I was in Tesco, bro. I was playing with the thought of Donny van der Beek's not Ollie's. It's not Ollie's signing. Yeah?
No.
Real Madrid was interested in Donny van der Beek. Ed Woodward is cheeky enough, to say, give us Varane, have Donny.
Whoa.
Give us Varane, have Donny. At a cost, like at a cut price. It's possible.
Pause.
It's not thingies. I was in Tesco, bro.
Pause 1 second. Two things. One, big up to Lewis Ellis says Andre Silva is being slept on. Two, big up Sophia's football talk. Latest member of United Stand Members Club. Drop the bomb. 100%. Big up to Sophia and her thing going on there. Sam Holt says, what time is KG here? He's here.
Because he's saying I'm too serious, bro.
He's here. Gabrielle Noel says, if that's the case, just sign the contract with 120 million release clause and Mino closed mouth clause. Sancho, Varane, Pogba, Bissouma together is titles, says Gabriel. And Oliver H has another super chat. Oliver H says, I think this is the only moment that we can get Varane because they will renovate Ramos's contract. They will have Alaba and Militao. On that situation, we're going to get to the Varane situation, but I do agree. Just to go back a little bit, guys, if you're just joining us, smash a like on the video, hit subscribe if you're new. Big push on the subscription button today. You guys know how close we are to 1 million subscribers. Make sure you lot do all that good stuff. And this video is brought to you by United Stand Picks. We got a game tomorrow against Crystal Palace. The link is in the video description below to sign up to that. You have to answer all the questions. How many tackles is Wan-Bissaka going to make? How many assists is Bruno Fernandes going to make? How many times will Rashford run into someone and not pass it? I'm joking. That's not one of them. That's not one of them. KG just added that one in. Will Martial get a goal? How many shots on targets will he have? Etc. Etc. It's your chance to win your share of £1,000. We play every single week here on United Stand as well, and the link is in the video description below on that. If you're just joining us, we are talking about Paul Pogba situation, the cryptic messages with the Pepsi advert situation with Jadon Sancho. We're talking about if Pogba does stay, which there's a lot of noise that he will stay. What does it look like for us? Why would it happen? And is it beneficial for us if you're just joining us? We're going to get on to Jadon Sancho very shortly and Raphael Varane as well very shortly and some other topical stuff
What
as
do you
well.
think
But KG,
about that, what do you think about what I just said about Donny
back
Van?
Back to that. Throw that. I want to get you guys' thoughts in the free seats as well. Because KG you just put something in my head that hasn't been there.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking Varane, whatever, cool. And we'll get onto the Varane thing. But in terms of, actually, we'll do that now. Yeah. And then we'll do Sancho after that. Varane is available. There's no two ways about this now. He's available. He's in a bad situation. He's like how Pogba is to us. Yes. Pogba's available if someone wants to come and slap down the piece. He's available. They're looking at it like this. They're offering him whatever money they're offering him, and he's like, nah, you can do better than that. I'm not really on that. And they're like, we may as well just cash in then. Mm-hmm. He's available. But KG said, maybe because Donny didn't work out and Real Madrid wanted him anyway, that Ed Woodward is cheeky enough to say, here's Donny for 30 million, 35 million. Because we bought him for 35, didn't we? 40. He hasn't played. And here's an extra
international
30, and here's another 30 for
another 30.
60 million.
So
are you guys in the free seats trying to see that?
And wait, how it gets even more, there's more to it is you said that they got an age in midfield. So now they're gonna Real Madrid boosted their team with Alaba. They can't treat Ramos the way that
he'll get what he wants.
They can't do him dirty like that. Yeah. So the problem is they haven't got the money to pay Varane. So it's a great deal. And Ed Woodward would do a better deal for another club than for us.
Tabra says Ed Woodward doesn't think football, KG. You are crazy.
No, but this is what I'm saying. It's not a good deal for us. Yeah. It's a deal that suits Real Madrid. Is Ed Wood willing to do something that's stupid to save money? Of course he is. Ed Wood will say to himself, okay, here you go. You get this player because he's surplus requirements to us because Oli, again, there's a rumor. I don't know if this is true, but Virgil van Dijk's got more Premier League minutes than Donny van der Beek. I hope that's a lie. Yeah. But we don't know. It's clearly not someone that Oli is really intent on having because he doesn't start him. It's possible. We've done crazier things before. I wouldn't be surprised if this club, because Ed Wood was all about keeping the money down, keeping the peas down. If he brings in a Varane, signs a Pogba, and gets in, I don't know, like a Declan Rice or something that Oli actually wants, he's going to say, I've had a brilliant window. No one like us. Market.
We're back.
He'll be saying, we're great in the window. That's something that Ed Woodward can do. I say just don't put it past him because, again, Donny, if we get to the end of the season and Donny hasn't played games, he will be interested in the move anyway because that's where he wanted to go. You know, so there'll be a lot of swaps. Fabrizio Romano warned us. He said there's going to be swap deals happening because money is just not there the way it once
NBA
was.
style, just straight up trades.
Trades. There's going to be swaps happening. And we saw a swap between Juventus and Barcelona, and I always thought swap deals were just as a fever thing. It was a Champions League manager thing, but no, this is now with COVID being here the way it is, it can happen.
Shane says, big shout out to you two lads. You have me crying every night, but if Pogba stays, Van der Beek is gone. Can I get an all right?
All right. I don't even know why I did that, but I gave you an all right. So, I don't want him to. I don't. It's not me saying I want to sell Donny Van der Beek at all.
Yeah,
but I
you're just
think
seeing that's what could happen.
He just doesn't feel like Oli wants to play him, and this club, say what you want to say about Oli. This club's not getting rid of Oli unless Oli has complete failure. If Oli doesn't win anything, let's say he doesn't win and he doesn't finish in the top 4. Yeah, Oli's gone. Donny Van der Beek has a future. While Oli's here,
it's not going to work, is it? It's not going to work, especially if Pogba stays. No chance.
There you go.
But on Varane, though, let's get into that. Away from can the deal happen, the numbers. Let's get into what that would look like, because there's still the Koundé situation. There's still Pau Torres situation of other options, kind of cheaper options further down the list. But Varane, let's just talk about that. What that would look like next to Maguire or next to Victor Lindelof, whichever way you want to say it. It's probably going to mean Maguire.
I want Maguire out of here. On it, I was again. I've been having these thoughts.
Whoa,
bro.
Okay. That's the first time you've just come and just.
No, I want Maguire out of here because there's a theme. There's a long-term theme running.
Whoa.
When we had in the days of just when Lindelof was here without Maguire, he was mooted as one of the Mr. Iceman, one of the coldest defenders, someone that we should be proud of. Wow, we've finally got a centre back that we can, be excited about. Very true, yeah. And all of a sudden, the form has changed. We look at him in a weird way. Another player under a lot of scrutiny, yeah, is De Gea. Again, good keeper. Maguire's here, not controlling things. What happens? How do we look at De Gea now? De Gea as a 4 times winner of what our best player of the year and stuff. These players have got worse next to the superstar signing, which now tells me that we were good before you came. So you're the problem. So really and truly, you need to go, bro, because you haven't lived up to the price tag. Because let's be honest now. Send you see, when we had Blind, yeah, we all every fan with common sense will say that Blind can go somewhere else and have a good career. We all knew it. We said even went to Ajax, Champions League final he was playing, yeah. Blind went away. Blind can go to, and Lindelof, I know Lindelof could leave this club and still be a success. Maguire, leave this club. Where's he going? Is he going to be a success? No, he will not be. That's facts. That's not even I'm messing around. Barcelona were interested in Lindelof not so long ago. He's a good player. But next to this guy, he just looks bad. So you know what? This guy needs to go because you've never been good here. Am I lying? Or I'm keeping it 100 today.
But does he not need the right partner?
Why can't you be the partner, bro? You're 18. Everything was fine until you came. Yeah,
but was it?
More goals because of you.
But not last season,
leader, bro.
Well, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
No, I'm done,
bro.
Hold
on a minute.
I'm telling you.
Wait a second.
And Oli, don't get twisted, because Oli can get the smoke as well, fam. Oli that keeps on playing him instead of Bailly, yeah. Oli, you're taking the piss, bro. And if you want to lose your job, continue with this guy. Bruv. I've had enough, fam. Every time when I see this guy, do you know what pisses me off? Even the handball situation, yeah, at least get a yellow card. At least talk yourself into the book, fam. Man says, go on. What do you want to do? Ref. Every time I see him, he's just looking at someone, not communicating, pulling the ball out of the net. It wasn't my fault. Bruv, grow up, fam. Lying down when he's on. No, man. What kind of leader is that, bruv? I've had enough, bruv. Get him out, bruv. Sell him, bruv. I'll take what price. 30 million, 25. I'm done.
You done?
Yeah, sorry, I've had enough.
You done there? I feel like you had it on your chest, and
It's
it's
been
hit a
there. It's
moment,
been
and
bubbling.
I feel like you've been in Tesco,
I've been
probably
in
at the self
Tesco.
service, at the self checkout. You probably had to call someone to cash out the alcohol because you had to wait a bit for them to come let you in, and then you've just realised that this is what you want. Tabarez says Real Madrid can come with that suggestion, but not Ed Woodward. And Bradley says United always do this. We go for the superstar signing that we don't stand a chance to go to get. Go for Alessandro Bastoni. He would be perfect. He plays for Inter Milan, I believe, centre back. KG, right? Everyone's look. We was on the topic of Varane. If you just joined us, smash a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. And I'm basically saying, what would Varane look like alongside Harry Maguire? This led KG to an emotional rant from nowhere, basically saying that he wants Maguire to leave the club. Soham says, KG, absolutely love your emotions. You are spot on. And Carl says, big up Carl, says, KG has a point. When does Maguire do a post-match interview when he was poor? Bruno always speaks for the team. And Rafa says, if Oli doesn't see Donny, he's going to be kicking himself. Donny goes to Real Madrid and does a madness, wins a La Liga and Champions League. What a waste. Look, Donny will definitely do well if he gets. Everyone's agreeing with. Wow, this is right. This has taken a
Maguire, bro. We've seen it because if you let Flex tell me I'm lying, Lindelof at a time they were saying that he's a very good defender. Other clubs were saying they appreciate him as a defender. All of a sudden, how has he got worse? The only thing that's different is he's got a new partner that we don't like.
All right, okay. So let me bring this to the table then. Ayush says, I get so pissed when I see Maguire on my TV. It's painful to see. Super chat's flying in now at the moment. And Jamil says, no partnership can make Maguire better. 80 million. People are going in right now. And Ayush says, this is completely unrelated to the topic, but I bet no one knows this extraordinary fact. Donny van de Beek came 12th in the Ballon d'Or shortlist in 2019. I didn't know that, if that's true. But 12th, he's a very good player that year as well. Ayush said, we've read that one. And Ayush is the top. Right. But since everyone's going off on Maguire right now, for the sense of the conversation, KG, you said since he's come, everything was okay before he come. Let me just take it back a little bit. I don't think we were massively defensively solid before he come. We were screaming out for a centre-half. In his first season, we had one of the best defences in the league. In Europe at one point. At one point, I remember reading stats like Man United have conceded the least goals out of the top 5 European leagues or thereabouts. They're up there with not conceding that much. At the end of last season, we turned all our attentions, and this is just facts. I'm not saying anyone's wrong or right. I'm just putting forward a different argument. At the end of last season, it was all Sancho. We need a right winger. We must get a right winger, maybe a defensive midfielder, etc. No one was really that concerned about the centre back pairing. We were saying we could do. Actually, to be fair, as it went on, we were saying it, but no one was absolutely outraged. Not like how it is now with Lindelof and Maguire from that first season that they had.
I like what you're saying. But are these players culpable for some of our semi-final defeats? Because those two. I can look to them two. I can look to defense. I remember the games. Even there's a game that we played against. Do you know what was criminal? It was Champions League.
Yeah.
It wasn't the PSG embarrassment. It was the other team.
Istanbul.
That one. Yeah.
But that was Axel Tuanzebe done a madness in that game as well.
I'm just saying, defensively.
We had no defenders and then Matic was left by himself and then Demba Ba just ran.
And then who walked up? He went up the pitch. And got found out. And do you know what Oli was shouting on the sidelines? Maguire, get back.
It's feeling, and he was telling Matic to try and get back.
No, but he's like, I'm telling you, I've seen Chelsea, Giroud. I think Giroud and someone else slow.
Semi-final.
That got front post and got the goal. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, there's been so many times, and my thing is, I look for leadership. That's my key thing. I say, okay, Maguire, if you're gonna turn slow, like a
that's a good point.
Ferry, yeah, that's how you turn. You turn like a ferry, mad, like it's gonna turn. Yeah. If you're going to turn like that, at least when you're doing a slow turn, communicate. Yeah? You not heard him. Do you know what Maguire did and again, Lindelof, I know Lindelof's gonna go somewhere and be successful. That's the painful feeling. He'll go to another league and
so you'd like Varane. You'd like Varane and Lindelof.
I would love it.
So you're saying if we get Varane, forget playing with Maguire. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying let's sell Maguire as soon as possible. He's not the captain. Why did Oli give Thingy the captain's armband? Bruno the captain's armband. He knows who the captain is.
Let's sell him as soon as possible.
Sell him as soon as it didn't work. You didn't work here. City have done stuff like that. You don't work here. It hasn't worked. Hold tight. Big up.
All right, let me get through these super chats.
Even look what Moyes did. Moyes, wasn't ready to be a Man United manager. Yeah, I think he was more surprised about being at the job. When you get, and not to bring up the situation that he was in, but if you get arrested and you say, "Yo, I'm a Man United player," get out, bruv. Like you got to announce yourself. You will say, "Yo, listen, I play for Man United." That's documented. That's what my man said, bro. I'm just, for me personally, and it's so funny because people say I'm like this. I ain't got no middle ground in it. I'm either like I'm each of the extremes, bro. You know what I mean? And for me, Harry Maguire, he's come to this club, and you can't be 80 million saying that you desperately need a partner, bro. We bought you to be the main man.
Rob says Gary Neville did say that Harry's problem is Lindelof and Lindelof's problem is Harry. Sims the Don says KG is right. Harry Maguire is such a nervous captain who lacks authority and confidence so much that he makes the entire defense anxious. The best thing Maguire can do is I'm not reading that. That's just silly. Don't wish injury on people. Let's keep it in context, guys. Have your opinion, but don't start
on football. It's got to be football related.
100%. Zayn Miassi says, was it not embarrassing when we beat you at Old Trafford? It was embarrassing, Zayn, because Arsenal is shit and big transfer budget. Big transfer budget this summer for us. Yeah, all right, mate. Big transfer budget at Arsenal, unless you're probably going to sell Aubameyang after signing the thing. And Carl Rayner says, speaking of my previous comment, when Maguire speaks after a loss, he deflects the blame on not scoring when he is responsible for the goals conceded. It's madness.
Have you noticed that?
I have never seen Harry come on and say,
I was shit today.
We've got to keep fighting, but I wasn't good enough. I've never seen him say that.
I was shit today. He's never said that.
Yeah, it's not his style. And as the captain,
never said that.
Like as the captain, you should be doing it. Alex says, Varane has struggled at times this year without Ramos as his partner. Relies on leadership and experience. Can Harry be that guy with Varane? ?
But I will go.
Which is why you're saying no.
I'd go. This is what I would do, honestly.
Buy Ian Varane.
Buy Ian Varane makes sense, but Bailly's going to get injured. Broken Biscuit FC. Yeah. So Lindelof is the backup man. Lindelof can come in cold, and he still plays. He still plays decent. He still gives something. You know, Lindelof could be out for like 2 matches, come back in, have a decent game. So I would literally go Varane, Lindelof. Varane, Bailly until Bailly does a madness, out for 4 weeks. Boom. Now there's a question to be asked, and we haven't asked this question yet. Is Pogba injury prone?
He gets at least
there's a few injuries that have come, and we never know when he's coming back.
You've got to say, last season in particular with the foot one, that was the first time that happened since he'd been at us. That was quite a length. That was almost the whole season, to be fair. He had an operation. People were accusing him of all sorts of faking it and stuff. And I think back to that video where he flipping had to take it down because he had the laughing gas because he woke up from his operation, and I think he was ill-advised, and I think they said, look, just take that down. It's a bit nuts. But back to your question, I think it's a valid point to raise in terms of at least once a season he's going to get he's going to be out for at least 6 to 8 weeks a season, which is quite significant. Harry Kane kind of has the same thing as well. You're going to get do you know what I'm saying?
Can we cope with that, knowing that where we struggle with talent in certain areas?
Well,
is the question, because right now we were down to our bare bones when we had to put Twanzebe in the midfield in what's the Europa League game. It kind of sent a message to me, because you never would have done that. Ollie's not thinking I'm going to play Twanzebe there. You know, we had nothing left. Donny was injured. Donny wasn't available, and you say it's either when we don't have anything, it's Fred and McTominay. You know, it's Fred and McTominay, and that's Pretty much it. Pereira somehow is going to come home. I'm thrilled about that. Like, what do we do? You know, even I heard Delo's coming. Is Delo coming back?
Well, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that as well. Mario Cabrera says, if we get Sancho and Varane, we are going to win the league. Pogba is injury prone. Does anyone understand why Oli continues to play Magaluf, as in Maguire and Lindelof?
He's talkable, man.
So basically, to finish off on that before we move on to Jadon Sancho, I think a lot of people are in agreement. It seems like in the free seats with what KG said, that basically they want Maguire to be the one to go. I mean, I feel I don't know. The club's never going to do it. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Oli, I don't see is going to rock the boat, because once he takes that captain's armband off Maguire, you may as well just sell him. I don't think Oli has that in him to take it off him and him just still. I think it's too much of a big sway in the dressing room. People could argue that if Oli was really serious about his team, then he would just do it. But I'm just going off how I perceive Oli to think, and I don't think he would want to upset that. So for me,
we sold Lukaku, bro. We sold Lukaku.
But he wanted to go.
Lukaku didn't want to go for no reason.
Yeah,
Lukaku wanted to leave because Oli made him a winger. Oli said, "Yo, play out wide, and you're on the bench."
After that, yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, he's on the bench, and he said, "Yeah, when you come back in, you can play out wide." Lukaku's saying to himself, "I'm Lukaku. Yeah, I'm a striker. I score 30 goals. So if you're not going to play me, I'm leaving." He didn't wake up in the morning and say, "I don't want to be at Man United." The guy played for Everton. This is a big step up. This was a big club for him to be at, you know. But again, we stopped playing him. He lost his place in the team, and he's got big energy. When Lukaku said to himself, Lukaku went up to Ibra and said, "I'm better than you." That's how much belief he has in himself. So someone like Lukaku, you can't put him on the bench. Now, Harry Maguire, if we can sell someone like if we can sell Lukaku, we can easily sell Maguire. I don't want to hear like it's okay. Yeah.
Well, you think there'll be loads of takers for Maguire, yeah? At that price. You think there'll be a lot of takers for Maguire?
There you go. Is Inter gonna come in? Is Conte gonna come in and do a madness? Probably not. Who's gonna come in and buy him?
That's a really weird question, isn't it? Well, who would go and get Maguire now? No, teams would. Jose Mourinho.
Let's go. Who?
At Tottenham.
Jose will buy him.
Yeah.
How much do you reckon?
He thinks Eric Dyer's good.
Jose could buy him.
He's a Jose type centre back, maybe. I could see that happening. He wanted him the first time.
Jose could buy him, you know.
There you go. Jose.
But Jose is wild. Jose is a wild manager anyway. So
he is.
Anyway, any other teams? Go, keep going. Any other top teams? Free seats. Go true. Like, oh man.
Aston Villa.
True. Someone said True Alexander will buy.
Oh yeah, they're taking the piss now. Come on. Sheffield United would. I mean, that's taking the piss as well.
100. Let's bring him back.
All of that. Aston Villa would. West Ham would.
There's no the big
David Moyes would buy Harry Maguire.
That's not a top side though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
But look what happens though. This is our captain.
Yeah.
This is the most expensive player, the most expensive centre back, and look what we're saying. He leaves here. Is any other clubs in Italy coming calling? Or who's coming? Nobody. So our captain is not wanted.
That's West Brom, Big Sam.
No, but doesn't that let you know how the situation? Our best player is not wanted. If we put Donny van der Beek up for sale, how many teams do you reckon comes in for him?
Yeah, true. A lot.
Do you know what I mean? Pogba for sale, teams will come up for him. Yeah. I'm convinced. Put Lindelof up for sale, teams are coming. Don't be surprised that like a Liverpool. Why not?
So you're saying no one will come in from Maguire? A big team.
You told me.
Alex says, if you were the board and you spent £40 million on a world-class player, which is Donny, and Oli doesn't play him, would you then buy a centre-back? Trust issue. Basically say, well, it depends whether Oli asked for Donny, which the evidence is suggesting that it doesn't. Right, guys, we're going to move it on now. Big up to Rob as well. Says, we're going to really sell Maguire, ? We bought him for 80 mil. I can't see us getting rid of him. Realistically, he's here for time, fam. And I think that sums it up, Rob. Where is that? Can I find that? Put it on the screen. That sums it up. This one here. Rob's basically saying, we can talk about this to the cows come home, but let's just get real. Like, just the same way like KG, I think the show last week, he was like, this Haaland thing, let's just have it right. We're not going to get him. Like, what you're saying in theory is, I can see why and this, that, and the other. Harry Maguire, I guarantee you, will be the captain next year and will be the guy that we're looking to get a partner alongside. I just know it.
The only thing, though, the club is never... I can't see the club, even if Oli doesn't get top 4 and he doesn't get a trophy, I still can't see the club sacking Oli.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I mean? I like, as much as the fans will be calling for it, I can't see because my thing is, if Oli's ever going to lose this job, it's going to be down to his centre back partnership.
Yeah, surely this summer, we will address that. Simply Better says, Flex, get off the fence. KG is spot on. Maguire is absolutely trash. Seriously, I get angry looking at this and people defending him. You've simply got to put both sides of the argument. I was just saying that. I'm saying that the last season, not everyone was saying this, and now this season, it's a thing, and rightly so.
Last season, unless again, I know you said that the defense is better, but again, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, the support that he offers on the right hand side is, it's good. You know, I can imagine take him out of the team and put Brandon in. Yeah, now that's harsh. He's a youngster. Take him out of the team and just anyone but Aaron Wan-Bissaka on that right hand side and just have a look what we start to do. The fact that teams can't go down the right hand side and attack because he's gonna slide, tackle, and block. Yeah. He will be there more times than none. He's gonna be there. I don't think that he was lucky to have him. And this is Aaron Wan-Bissaka's second season. So you did benefit from that. Now, Shaw, how much did last season did Shaw play? And didn't we switch to didn't we put Shaw in there?
No, he got injured. He got when we played a back 5, Luke Shaw went into a
we played a back 5.
Yeah, and then Brandon Williams
done everything was playing to look after this 80 million signing. So you say that it was better. Well, we played a back 5, bro. That's crazy. Anyway, we can move on. Let's get into another topic.
So on the Sancho situation, I want to talk about this. I mean, we kind of should have done it at the top of the show, but it went into the Pogba thing. It was a bit nuts, and then it led in naturally to the Varane situation. I mean, the Sancho thing that you saw with the Pogba situation, could we see both of them? Could we see Sancho come back? Now, you look at the season Dortmund had, the money's going to have to be less for him. Do you see us reigniting that flame? And are you ready? Are you here for that? Are you ready for it again?
How's Dortmund? How are they doing in the league right now? Because that counts. So.
They were doing very bad, and I'm sure they sacked the manager. And then they turned it around. So now they are 5th.
They're 5th in the league.
So looking at so in the last 5 games they've won 3, drawn 1, lost 1. But they were struggling a little bit before that. They were struggling.
And they got
miles off the top.
And then in the Champions League, they are who's up on aggregate? Is it them or Sevilla?
I'm
sure they are winning because they got the goals.
They're winning. Because Haaland scored a double, didn't he?
Haaland scored a double.
Yeah,
he's not coming, bruv.
So Sancho's not coming.
He's not coming.
Why not?
Remember that this is what's going to happen. Yeah, these men are snakes. I can imagine the director of football there, was it Zoran? I can't remember his name. Yeah, he would rather sell cheaper to somebody else than give it to us because of the way we did business. The way we did business last time, that we upset them. We upset them as a club. We tried to turn over a bid on the last, near the end of the window. We did a lot of things that it would have made it hard for them to rebuild. If we were serious, we would have tried to sign him at the beginning of the beginning of the window. Remember, they gave us a deadline. They said, "Listen, you can have him."
Yeah, it was August something. It was August getting done by this time. Yeah.
Now, again, it's probably left a bad taste in their mouth, and they said, "Well, we're not going to go for this player." When you try something, it doesn't go, it doesn't work. Potential.
Big up, Zach Thomas says, just got married and I'm watching this. That's how much I love the United stand. The missus is going to end me now. Love the show. Keep up the great content. It might be a night like KG that time when he had to get the pillow and the sheet. He might be on the sofa tonight.
Respect your missus, family. Don't lose on your honeymoon, man. Congratulations, bro.
Yeah, congratulations to both of you. And Shane O'Hare says Pogba has missed near 60 games. For us, I don't know. I don't know how true that is. And Fat says, "Big ups, Flex and Kev. I'm with you and saying don't wish injuries on players, but I strongly feel like Ollie won't change unless an injury happens. Basically, yeah.
No, we
Look,
don't want that.
100%. No, we don't. We
want
don't. No, that's what he's saying.
I know what he's
that
saying. I know what he's saying. But
yeah.
even I don't even like to try and put that into the atmosphere to people think that we're that kind of channel. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
We're not wishing again. Like it's not personal with Maguire. It's just the fact that we can have more. We can do better. You know. Again, I was proper thinking. Yeah, and you know, people talk to us about spending so much money. You know, that comes up a lot. But then you think to yourself, bro, if you go out and buy a house, yeah, you don't say that you don't want an extension or you don't want a house to look better. Just imagine in my house, I got to do some renovation, fam. You know what I mean? I got to put down new flooring, maybe carpet in the kids' room. I got to do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't just
I still like, I might say, you know what? Loft conversion. You don't just buy the house and say, I'm done. No, it doesn't work like that. You know, you always try to make things better. So at this club, we're saying to ourselves, well, we're looking at the centre backs right now, and there's some damp. There's some damp, bruv. Serious damp. Even
someone said asbestos.
You can't say asbestos. You can't say asbestos. That's so deadly. So right now, yeah. That's very disrespectful. But our club, yeah, literally, you look at the centre backs and you say, you know, it should be appraised, but it's looking nuts. Yeah, it's looking nuts. They need to fix it. Varane, that's tidy. Man said that's stuff.
I don't know why that's so
funny.
Spend
money on the house. Spend money, and you look at a little part of me. I want to get excited because NFL, yeah, they bought in the Glazers, yeah, they bought in Brady, they bought in Antonio Brown, they bought in who took off a lot of the season. Oh man, he's a good receiver as well. That's gonna really piss me off.
I don't watch NFL like that.
Oh man, he's good, man. He won a lot.
They invested, is what you're saying.
But they invested, and these players, they're not joke players, bro. These are like, you're gonna spend a Rob Gronkowski, yeah. They bought in, and then there's a fourth, yeah. I'm telling you, like they spent money because they realized something. You say to yourself, Glazers, would you be cheeky enough to do it for us? Would you say, you know what? Here's Varane, Pogba new deal, Sancho. Let's not get gassed to Haaland. It's not gonna happen. Pogba, Varane, Sancho.
Well, let's just say that. Is that
Declan Rice?
Never. Nah.
Lingard's going. What are you talking about? Lingard won't be here.
I just can't see it. I know Declan wants to go to Chelsea as well. I don't know. I'd love to see him come.
Chelsea. Well, if Chelsea bring in another player, someone's got to come out of that Chelsea squad.
Yeah, someone will. I think one of Coutinho, Kovacic, Jorginho, or Kante.
There's Tuchel one. I can't say his name.
Yeah,
does he want Declan Rice? Because I couldn't want to go there. The manager might not want me.
Yeah, true.
Lampard's not there.
He put Chilwell straight on the bench and brought Alonso back in.
This is it.
Red Baron says, give me a good style and I promise you trophies will come long term, not just short term. Also, I want a club with soul in their play. And this super chat is from Callum, says, what are you doing if Tony scores, says Callum Turner. Can't be for every game because Tony's going to score eventually. KG, what are you doing if Tony scores against Palace? I'm
not doing that ever again. I'm not that like Tony again.
You did it. You just wanted to do it. He didn't even score and he still done it.
No, do you know what happened? I got baited, fam. You know, I'll support this club. If you start chatting shit about my players, yeah, like I could go to the pub, yeah, when it opens, and someone starts chatting shit about Maguire because he's up place for us. I'm gonna have to back him. Blind backing, fam. I will have to back him in the beef. But yeah, because I also when he said he can't score, again, a part of me was like, nah, bro, this is one of our guys. So
Yeah,
I
you're like,
backed
you can.
Martial in that moment, and I had egg on my face, bro. So
Okay.
now,
And he didn't even start. Yeah, exactly.
but again, Martial, let's be real. If we can have this conversation, when he came on, it looked like we lost something because Greenwood was playing better. Now Martial FC is gonna come for me. Let them come, bro, because I wore a wig, fam. Why didn't he
Yeah,
score, fam? No,
no.
man.
That's all you're doing. You're not really. The whole front three were
What
crap, man.
flex? What flex?
Rashford didn't do nothing. Greenwood didn't do nothing. Bruno didn't do nothing.
Rashford was
Dan
terrible.
James didn't do nothing.
Rashford was poor.
Greenwood didn't really do anything.
I'll agree.
He had that shot. He had that shot. He should have got on target by his.
Do you know who
standards.
should have came off?
Really
Rashford should have came off of Martial. If we want to argue this, but I'm saying that yes.
Anyway, you lot smash a like on the video, subscribe if you're new into the last 10 minutes of the show. And I want to get into this topic actually and pick KG's brains on this and you guys in the free seats. It's something I saw Andy Cole, big up Coley on this one. And he done an interview with the Mirror. And these are some of the quotes that he said. He said, Manchester United can't play like that. It has to be a concern. If you think you can generally win the title or challenge for it, you have to score goals. And basically, Andy Cole then added that playing under Sir Alex Ferguson, the only thing he used to say was go out and enjoy yourselves and entertain. That's what United are supposed to do. You're supposed to entertain. You have to show your opponents respect, but you can't fear them. Everyone wants to be tight, of course. You don't want to concede goals. Keepers buzz off that, and so do defenders. But if you concede a goal and you're scoring goals yourself, I don't think anyone's fussed because you're playing the way United should play. If you look back in United's history, it's about playing good football, trying to win games, playing a certain way, not being tight at the back and trying to nick a 1-0 win. United cannot play like that, and they've tried to. They've come unstuck. If you're ever going to win the league, you have to knock over the big teams as well. Draws aren't going to do it. So Andy Cole's going in. So basically, he's accusing. This headline is Solskjaer's ignoring the Sir Alex way, the United way in these big games. He's neglecting what's going on. What are you saying to that? Do you think that's true?
I think you told me once upon a time the Fergie way's gone, bro.
Yeah,
you're talking about the Fergie way. We've had
the United way. Forget the Fergie way. The United way of entertaining and going to win games.
Yeah, you know what? I believe that Ollie let himself down in the in the games of top 6 sides. He has let himself down. I think Ollie's saying he doesn't want to get beat, but Ollie is protecting. You have to understand what Ollie's doing. Ollie's literally trying to keep himself in the job. You know what I mean? If let's say he went for it and it didn't go his way and he lost to all those top 6 teams. He's saying he's on shaky ground. He doesn't really have job security. All he remembers, not so long ago,
self-preservation.
They were talking about Poch being in his position when he had he went on that losing streak. So all he's saying to himself, I can't take many risks here because I am not actually safe, and that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a manager that's going to try and protect himself in terms of not taking crazy risks. It's so funny because people just realize that I don't have eyebrows. But what's so funny about the fans is they will probably try to go for your insecurities, bruv. I realized I didn't have eyebrows my whole life, fam. I used to get a slit in them, fam, and my mom never knew, and I wasn't allowed to do it. So let it go. Anyway, Ollie's protecting himself, bro. He could lose his job at any moment, and so you literally do have a manager that is afraid to lose. Now, where it gets interesting is the old school players never really go against the manager.
Exactly.
This is the first one that's done this. So are the wheels falling off? Are fractions starting to be built up in the team of the ex-pros? Scholes hasn't criticized Ollie yet. I think Gary Neville's almost said he needs to win something.
Yeah, they talk about the kind of facts of the situation that, just the cliche stuff of, you need to win something. You can't keep getting to the semi-final and losing and stuff like that. Red Baron says, Ollie is going to lose a lot of the fans if he continues to play like this against the big teams. And, hold on one sec. Fame says, I'm just gassed KG has worked out Koundé and Kanate are 2 different players. LOL. That is funny. There you go. I think it's refreshing what Andy Cole said.
Gabriel got me the hell out of here. Hey, KG's brows built like Maguire. Unreliable. That's so messed up.
That is funny. People are ready, you know. People are ready.
Gabriel.
People are ready.
What if I had like a really low self-esteem?
That's why I don't really. That's the whole thing.
What would I do?
We can all. Well, you'd struggle with that, and that's why. Technically, it's not actually funny, but it is because you're saying that you're okay with that.
No, you need to. What you need to do is just say to yourself, you know what? It is what it is, bruv. This is what I look like. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think about it, back in the day, that's how probably comedy came, fam. Man, learning to we just
embrace your things. Yeah,
everyone roast each other, and then you start
in the group. You gotta look after yourself, 100%.
Yeah. Because if I knew what Gabriel looked like, and he ain't even shown no picture, probably butters, fam. Gabriel, put up a picture right now. No hairline like me, bruv. Ashy knees, bro.
I do like what Andy Cole said, though. It is a bit refreshing because, like you said, you want to see them coming out and saying that. When you look at Roy Keane, going in on some of the Spurs players the other day, it was so funny.
He's funny.
You know, I wouldn't touch any of them. I wouldn't touch any of them. I go, Roy, talk over to Jamie. If you can't play for your country, you're not a good player. I wouldn't touch any of them. I'm going, Roy, you're going in. But where's that energy? Where's that energy for some of our man?
I'd love to ask Roy Keane what he truly thinks about Maguire. I want to ask him, of all the captains that wore the armband,
he'd say, do me a
where
favor.
Does he rate?
He'd say, Maguire, do me a favor. That's what he'd say, do me a favor.
Nonsense.
I said nonsense. I wouldn't touch him. I wouldn't touch any of them. He said I wouldn't touch any of them. Even went in on his own countryman, Doherty. Did you look at Doherty? With Doherty, I think Doherty's going to get him back in the top 4. Touch any of them. He went, Son, Kane, yeah, I'll give you that. And then Jamie Carragher's like, no, I tell you what, Roy, Sergio Reguilon's as good as anyone in the country, Roy. Yeah, he's as good. Yeah, okay, yeah, I said him, but all of the rest, Eric Dyer, won't touch him. You're taking a piss. Flex 47 says, big up Flex and KG every time. Yo, KG, any inside information on when the movie Ice Don't Melt in the Fridge?
Oh my God. Hey, listen, we don't know when that movie's coming out, but it's a joke, man.
Oh, you lot are funny, man. I love this. I love this show. I love the community.
Flex, no, you're really talented at that, man. You're actually sick at accents, bro. You're getting a lot of love in the comments, but again,
do you know what? It's things that I just find funny. I just recite them, and that's how it comes out. Some people, I might try and mess about with, and it don't sound it. But yeah, like Doobie Guy says, there, Keane is box office. When his voice goes all squeaky and that,
he's pissed off.
It's a lot. And
what does he reckon he thinks about Fred? Do you know what?
This is what I'm saying. Fred, if by Keane's standards, players like I'm not being rude about it. I'm just being keen about it. By Keane's standard, the way he's going in on Spurs, he would think that Fred, Maguire, Lindelof, Dan James, McTominay's up and coming, so he might be a little less thing. Yeah, he might Martial, we know 100%. He'd finish him. Who else is on the bench? Even Donny van der Beek, he'd probably go in on him. Yeah. Who else is on the Paul Pogba? We know that. Yeah. Talking about Paul Pogba. When have we seen him? When? He'd do the thing. When? He'd go in on him. He'd go in on. Who else would he go in on? Maybe even Brandon Williams, Axel to Bailly.
Oh, he'd rinse Bailly.
Hardly players.
The fact that we haven't seen the video. The super video that could never go out. You know the video that made why he left the club? They said it was
the proper thing. The
fact that we haven't seen the video lets you know he probably did a madness.
It's not one at the time when we went out the Champions. Was it when we went out the Champions League and he done?
No, not that one. The one.
No, but I'm just saying even that.
Okay.
Even the one that did was
Someone
their
should leak it,
presidency.
though. I want to see the video. I said, when? I said, when?
Anyway,
That's
guys,
up there with there, you know. When and there, that's up there with that still.
I don't know why.
Hey, we did it still.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the show. Obviously, United picks. We got a big game. We got a big game tomorrow. We need to win it. Jay keeps telling us that we're going to be out of the top 4, and I don't want to believe him.
Yeah. And I don't really believe that. I think we'll be all right for that. I think we'll be all right.
I need us to be, because the only, like, we can't trust this club. You know what I mean? Like, I know some people like have had enough of Oli, and they're like, this is a message to the fans, actually. I know a lot of you have had enough of Oli. You think he's dead. You think this, that, and the other. But you can't trust this board is the main thing, literally. So even if Oli fails in a way that you believe that he shouldn't be in the job no more, he'll still be in the job. So all we can do is go behind this and hope that he always gets us over the line, because we're seeing what we're in the same. It's Groundhog Day, you know what I mean. So I think I get the Oli out and you have your strong reasons. But I'm telling you, this board is not going to do nothing until it becomes dramatically bad, and it won't be, because the points that we've accrued, we're not going to go beneath, like, what, 7th. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's not going to get catastrophic from here, because too many teams have to pass us. But I think it would take a real bad run from nowhere to not get the top 4. I know you got to still look at it. 6 points is 2 games. You know what I mean? If Chelsea win 2-1 but Chelsea got Liverpool next. If they lose that and we beat Palace, then that's the 9 points we were looking for. So, you know,
I'm just saying that no matter what, even if we fall out of the top 4 and not win a single final or a single trophy, the fans, me myself included, will say, well, he's not the man, or the board is not going to do it. So we kind of have to, like,
plan for next season with Wally.
Yeah.
Keegan said, so I'm going to read out these last 2 super chats before we close the show. Keegan says, do we really think United are going in on any players in the market with our investment in the likes of Facundo, Ahmad and Hannibal? Yeah, that's true. And Moonshine says, big guys, love the shows. I think Oli doesn't want to play Eric and Donny, because if they do, well, he won't get the players he wants, fully knowing the board. Scott and Fred won't get into any top 10 side. And this super chat is from Ray. Ray says, big up to Flex and KG. It's so great to see 2 brothers doing their thing on this platform. Blessings from BK. I'm guessing that's Brooklyn. Straight from the BK. Oi, hold tight, look him. Yeah. Big up yourself, man.
When he could have said Nas or Biggie or anyone.
No, because of the song. Like when she's like, put your lights up. She's like,
absolutely useless.
I listened to Dave today, by the way, but we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah. Yo, welcome to the party.
Didn't like it.
Anyway, guys, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Big game tomorrow against Palace away. We'll have the fan forum. We will have the watch along. Make sure you guys do all that good stuff. Like and subscribe. You don't know what to do. And we'll have the fan cams after that. And we obviously got the big one against Manchester City on Sunday.
1 million subscribers on that day.
Crazy. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. And remember, United Stand Pick is up and running. Get your games in tonight or tomorrow as we play Crystal Palace. Your chance to win your share of £1,000. We are out of here, guys. Peace.
All right.